Next up, a new stage here in Sardinia, Castel Sardo, presenting an added challenge for the teams. They've had to draw up new pace notes from scratch on the pre-event Recce, an unseen but crucial element of the build-up to any rally, which third-placed Östberg and co-driver Jonas Andersson will take us through.
Well, normally we arrive on a Sunday or a Monday, and Recce starts on Tuesday. So we do 2 days of Recce on Tuesday and Wednesday. We go through each stage 2 times. And on the first pass through the stage, I will tell Jonas what I see and what kind of pace notes I want, and he will write it down in his pace note book. And on the second pass, he will read to me what I told him on the first pass, and I will see if they are correct and adjust them to make them as good as possible.
Pace notes are a language of their own, all short forms and hieroglyphics, baffling to the uninitiated. So when you're a Norwegian driver and Swedish co-pilot, how do you decide which to speak? Funnily enough, Mads and Jonas communicate in not 1, nor 2, but 3 different languages.
Basically, it's a Norwegian pace note system, but he reads it half Swedish. Most of it is Swedish, but we also have some English words in the pace note. So it's a bit complicated, but it works very well, to be honest. And Swedish for me sounds a lot better when you're reading pace notes. It's a bit more like singing. So he just sings, you know, to me, and I just try to absorb it and use it, and it works very well.
Drawing up pace notes is only part of the story. How and when they're called in the high-pressure environment of a high-speed stage is critical. It's all about delivering the right information at the right time.
If it's a really fast section, you have to be maybe a bit further ahead, and then if it's a bit narrow, you can go from more or less corner to corner. So that's something you just have to have the feeling of, and it also depends on the driver, of course. When he wants to have the pace notes, it's different from driver to driver when they want to have it. So
the partnership very much depends on one another. Sometimes things go wrong, mistakes are made, putting pressure on even the closest of relationships. Although Mads and Jonas try to keep each other smiling, even when things don't quite go to plan, like in France last time out.
We went off in a hairpin, and I'm pushing really hard. We are running.
We're lucky that the wheel is still on. Yeah, I think we're lucky that the wheel is still on the right rear.
It's quite different from any other thing, and I think that makes a driver and co-driver relationship just so important, and that has to work 100% to go fast.
it was worse a couple of years ago, I would say. It's calmed down quite a lot now, so I don't have to be a psychiatrist so much anymore, actually. So we're, I mean, in between stages we just try to relax a bit and have a few jokes and looking at the camera so it's not turned on all the time when we're telling bad jokes. So.
And we're talking about women.
Well, it's time now to concentrate on the job. Mads and Jonas are fully prepared and running third as they line up for the new stage. Let's put those notes into practice.
Starts here with the short 4 left minus that opens over crest, 20, short 5 left, into short 4 right, don't, which means don't cut. This is a quite technical, really narrow part of the stage, and it's, as it's a new stage, very important for him to listen to me, and hopefully he does that and we can have a really good result on this new stage.
Yes, as Jonas said, a really tricky challenge out there in this first pass through the new Castel Sardo stage. But with the pace notes on song, so far so good for these good friends as they seek to defend their podium place.